I've got some bad news for you. You aren't perfect. No one is. You are going to run into errors. And when you run into your first couple, boy, can they feel overwhelming. I mean, especially if you don't realize yet that everyone literally runs into them daily. And not only that, they're part of the development workflow. In fact, solving errors is pretty much most of the work that you do as your job as a developer. Errors can seem very abrupt and definitely are known to cause a bout of imposter syndrome. If you don't even understand what the error is saying, how are you supposed to fix it? Don't let that feeling stop you. You need to be able to recognize errors, figure out what they're saying, and explain them enough to be able to search for the answer. If you can't find a solution in your search results, you'll need to learn how to restate the problem. In the developer world, errors are like a map to the solution. They're learning opportunities, and the sooner that you can start looking at them as hints to the solution, the quicker you'll get past that bad feeling that they're known to create. The rules of a programming language, or syntax, are bound to catch you off guard, especially as you're getting started. But just like you can't speak fluent Spanish after a few lessons, you need to practice so that you can learn from your mistakes.
Lo siento, estoy muy embarazada.
But it's not only in your code where you'll run into errors. You'll hit them in your terminal, and even in your configuration. Think about it like when you get a diagnosis from your doctor. Initially, it can be super scary, right? Especially with the technical medical terms that are used. But you typically don't just throw up your hands and say, I have no idea what you're talking about. See you later. No, you ask questions and you learn more and you calm your nerves. You make a plan to get yourself back to feeling healthy. Understanding that you are not alone in encountering these problems is half the battle. Whatever error that you're running into, no matter how obscure you might think it is, there is a very high probability that you are not the first person to encounter it. By learning how to frame your error, you can track down your solution faster. The internet can be a wonderful place full of welcoming sites where you can ask questions and find answers. You'll often hear it joked about that your developer job is basically just knowing how to Google really well. Or maybe you've heard that a critical skill is to perform copy pasta-driven development from Stack Overflow. Those are like only half jokes. You'll use these question-asking tools at your job too. You'll create issues so that people can solve them. Now, it's important to learn how to define the steps to reproduce the problem so that your question can be answered quicker. Check the notes for more on this. You'll find issues an important part of open source tools that you are bound to make use of in your career. There are communities of folks who absolutely love helping you get through whatever is blocking you. Now, being able to spot and solve errors will start to feel like a new superpower. Make sure to use your powers for good. Keep your patience and help others who might be struggling. In fact, someday you're going to have to write your own error messages. And make sure that you keep them understandable. With enough of your own experience of running headfirst into these errors, you'll appreciate the ones that resonate with you. Implement the good parts in your error message. And I'm looking forward to you being on the answering side of these posts. Give it a try. Answering questions is a great way to learn. It's also a wonderful lesson in how to ask better questions. I hope you have some newfound confidence in knowing that everyone gets errors, like literally all the time. I also am hoping that you'll approach these errors that you are bound to encounter with patience and a growth mindset. You've got this. We're on a mission to cover missing developer fundamentals that crop up in your learning path. Make sure that you check the notes attached to this video and see if there are some that you might be missing. And if you find one that isn't there, but you'd like it to be, please let us know. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you real soon.